You probably heard it 100 times. I have done. She is gone. We finished. But maybe no one ever really told you what present perfect actually means? What if I told you?
Yeah.
Um, it's not hard at all. Let's break it down in the easiest way possible.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? This tense, it feels like a real stumbling block sometimes. You hear people say, I just don't get it. Or, that it feels too academic, maybe just for exams.
Definitely, it creates this sense of confusion, almost fear, for lots of learners.
It does, like a puzzle piece that just won't slot in.
Exactly. But the thing is, and this is what we're really digging into today, present perfect isn't actually that complicated. Often it's just, well, it hasn't been explained in a way that clicks.
Right.
So that's kind of our mission here. Let's try and fix that together.
Okay, good plan. So where do we start? Maybe with the core logic.
Yeah.
What's it really about?
Let's do that. Okay, so at its absolute heart, present perfect is all about connection. It links something that happened back then in the past to its relevance, its impact, right now in the present.
Yeah, drawing a line from the past to today. That's a good way to think about it. It's like saying, look, something happened before, and crucially, it still matters now.
And the key part is that we're not usually zooming in on the exact moment it happened in the past.
No, not usually. The focus is more on the present situation that resulted from it.
Okay, so let's take an example. Like, I've lost my keys.
Perfect example. So the act of losing them, that was in the past. Could have been 5 minutes ago, could have been yesterday. But the important thing, the now part, is that you still don't have them. That's the present state.
Ah, okay. So the past action created this present reality. The consequence is what we're talking about now.
Precisely. The present consequence is front and center.
Makes sense. So how do we actually, build this tense? Grammatically speaking, what's the structure?
Well, the structure itself is pretty straightforward, actually. It's always going to be the auxiliary verb have or has, plus what we call the V3 form of the main verb, the past participle.
Right, the past participle. Got it. So maybe a couple of quick examples using both have and has.
Sure. So you could say, I have eaten, or maybe she has gone, or even we have finished. See how haves goes with I and we, but has goes with she.
Yep. And always followed by that V3 form. Eaten, gone, finished.
Always. That's the formula.
Now, I feel like this is where people sometimes get tripped up. What's a really common mistake you hear?
Oh, definitely. A very, very frequent one is using the simple past tense, the V2 form, instead of the past participle after have or has. So someone might say something like, I have went.
Right, yeah, I've heard that. It sounds a bit off. So what should it be?
It should be, I have gone. Because went is the simple past. We use that for finished past actions, like I went yesterday.
Oh.
But for present perfect, connecting to now, we need that V3, that past participle.
Yeah.
Gone.
Got it. Past participle? That's the crucial bit. Maybe just to kind of hammer it home, could we do a quick repeat after me thing for the listener?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's drill the correct form. So just repeat these. I have done.
I have done.
He has seen.
They have seen.
They have taken.
They have taken. Good. Okay, so we've got the basic idea, past connected to present, and the form, have, has plus V3. Now, let's talk about when we actually use it. What are the main situations? What's the first big one?
Okay, the first really important use is for talking about life experiences. Basically, things you have done or maybe haven't done at some point in your life up until now.
Right. Like a sort of mental inventory of life events.
Exactly that. And crucially, like we said before, the specific when usually doesn't matter. It's just about the fact that the experience exists in your life story.
Okay, makes sense. Give us an example.
Sure. I have been to Paris.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it was last year or 10 years ago. The point is, the experience is there. You have that experience.
Right. Is that have you ever
Yeah.
kind of feeling?
Precisely. Or think about, I have tried sushi. Again, when? Not important, just that you did.
Or maybe the negative.
Yeah, like she has never flown before. That tells us about her experience, or lack of it, up to this present moment.
And we could ask someone directly.
Right. Have you ever seen snow? It's purely about whether that experience is part of their life. No time needed.
Okay, experience. Got it. What's usage number 2?
The second main area is for actions or states that started in the past, but are still going on now or are still true now. This is where that connection, that bridge, is really obvious.
Still happening. Okay, let's see an example.
Okay, how about, she has worked here since 2020.
Ah, so she started in 2020.
And she still works here now. The working started in the past and continues right up to the present.
The action isn't finished.
Exactly. Or maybe, I have lived here for 5 years. That means I started living here 5 years ago and I'm still living here.
Right.
Or perhaps they have studied English since January. Their studies began back then and they're ongoing.
So the key idea here is,
The key idea is time is not finished yet. The period we're talking about includes the present moment.
time is not finished yet. I like that. Very clear. Okay, what's the third main use?
The third one focuses on a past action that has a direct result or consequence now in the present. Here, the emphasis is really on the present impact of that past thing.
So less about the action itself maybe, and more about what it caused, what the situation is now because of it.
Exactly. Think about they have broken the window.
Huh?
We might not know when they broke it, maybe this morning, maybe last night, but the result is clear now. The window is broken. That's the present situation.
Got it. The broken window is the present consequence. What are some other examples?
Well, how about I have finished my homework?
Okay, the action's done.
Right. And the present result, now I'm free, I can relax, I don't have homework hanging over me.
Makes sense?
Or she's gone out, the past action is her leaving, the present result, she's not here right now.
So again, it's the present result, not the past action. That's really the focus here.
That's the key distinction for this usage, yeah.
Super helpful. Now, we touched on common mistakes earlier with the V3 form. Any others we should quickly flag up?
Yes, definitely worth mentioning again. That mix-up between the simple past and the past participle is huge. So always avoid I have went or she have saw. It has to be I have gone, she has seen.
Right. Got to nail those past participles. What else?
Another one you hear sometimes is mixing up the base form of the verb with has, like saying she has eat,
Yeah. Instead of
the correct she has eaten. It really highlights how important it is to, actually learn those V3 forms properly. It's essential for getting this tense right.
Absolutely. It seems like knowing those V3s is half the battle. Okay, so practice seems pretty crucial then. Shall we move into a little practice round to help listeners embed this?
Yeah, let's do it. This is where you at home can really join in. We'll say some sentences and we want you to repeat them out loud. Ready?
Let's go.
Okay, repeat after us. I have seen this movie.
I have seen this movie.
She has never eaten sushi.
She has never eaten sushi.
They have worked hard this week.
They have worked hard this week.
We have finished the project.
We have finished the project.
He has gone home.
He has gone home.
And a question. Have you ever visited London?
Have you ever visited London?
Nice work. And seriously, we really recommend maybe running through that little section again a few times this week. That repetition really helps it stick.
Totally agree. And hopefully, after going through all this, you're starting to see that present perfect maybe isn't the big scary monster it sometimes seems.
Exactly. It really just comes down to understanding those core ideas.
Yep.
The connection to now, whether it's their experience or an ongoing action or a present result. Once you get those concepts and practice a bit, it really does become much less intimidating.
And remember, the goal is clear communication, right? Not necessarily absolute grammatical perfection every single time. Don't let chasing perfection stop you from actually, talk.
Couldn't agree more. Well, this has been really good, actually. A proper deep dive into present perfect. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us. And just remember that old saying,
You haven't failed until you stop trying.
love that.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.